Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, I'd say today was a win. Even with the storms right now, people are probably inside by now. So I think we really have been lucky these past few days.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, just a couple downpours here and there throughout the day, and that's still what we're dealing with this evening, but very, very comfortable weather to kick off the Memorial Day weekend. Let's get a look at 31 Triple Doppler. We are still keeping an eye on a handful of those strong storms, which are not expected to become severe, but they're producing locally heavy rainfall, and there are certainly some lightning strikes with these, which means you do want to be inside as they pass by your location. We do have one downpour that's getting closer and closer to the Quad Cities, so heads up in St. Florian as well as Florence. Some rain heading your way pretty soon. We'll drift farther to the east here, where even stronger storm is in southern Limestone County, drifting southwest. That might clip parts of Morgan County, and we'll head into Lawrence County here pretty soon. Same situation with the lightning and the heavy downpours with that storm, and same situation for Marshall County. This storm has been persistent, starting in Jackson County a couple hours ago and now drifting southwest, affecting areas near Guntersville and now very close to Arab. Going to be moving a little bit farther south into Blount County here pretty soon. That is all we're seeing right now, and all of this activity, as I showed you, is moving to the southwest, gradually away from the Tennessee Valley. Huntsville, we are likely done with the rain threat for the night, and probably for the rest of this weekend for that matter. By midnight tonight, we start to see things dissipate. The rest of the night, that drying trend continues with gradually clearing sky expected as we head through the late night hours. Maybe a few clouds out there early on Sunday morning, but that's really about it. Very comfortable temperatures, a little on the cool side in a few spots. We're down to 61 in Coleman and 64 in Fayetteville, but still holding on to low 70s in Huntsville and Decatur at this hour. It is eventually going to get rather cool tonight for this time of the year, especially in northeast Alabama, where low 50s are in the forecast in Scottsboro as well as Fort Payne. 55 tonight in Huntsville. Not quite as cold to the west with the low of 59 in Muscle Shoals. The cooler than average weather here to stay as we head into Sunday. Forecast temperatures starting off in the 50s, climbing to the 60s pretty quickly in the morning. And we'll spend the afternoon around the mid 70s with increasing cloud cover expected in the afternoon. The reason we are cooler than average throughout this entire holiday weekend is thanks to this low pressure system that's been lingering off the East Coast. It is going to stay put near the Carolinas for the rest of the weekend. Basically, what's happening here is cooler than average air is wrapping around that low and moving into North Alabama. Average highs this time of the year are in the mid 80s, but we're going to hover closer to the mid and upper 70s for the next couple of days. So kind of unusual. What's even more unusual is just how low the humidity has been recently and how low it's going to stay for the rest of this weekend. So after a partly sunny start to the day, clouds will fill in late in the afternoon, sticking around for much of Sunday evening. Memorial Day, likely dry, but a fair amount of clouds are expected from late morning through much of the afternoon. We'll gradually see that taper off as we head into Monday night. Here's your Memorial Day forecast. Again, very similar to Sunday, starting off with 50s and 60s and only topping out in the mid to upper 70s in the afternoon hours. So very comfortable for this time of the year. We will see a warm up back to summer-like conditions as we wrap up the month of May and head into June. 80s are back and we'll likely climb all the way up near 90 by next weekend.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are glad that Memorial Day weather looks good. There's so many events happening across North Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama Jubilee, everything not involving the water, you're good to go. If you're hopping in the water, it might be a little chilly, but
that is something.
That's the one downside.
That's the one downside to this really nice cool weather.